angels, queens and babies, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Hamilton and this is my tranquil vibe channel. Hello everyone and welcome. So this weekend gone was actually my engagement party, but one of my friends, B, actually requested me to do a get ready with me. However, I actually got my makeup done for my engagement party, so I thought, right, well I'll film a little one now. We're actually going out in 45 minutes to go for some, well, we're actually dropping James off in Kensal. I'm literally gonna have to start getting ready as I speak. We're going to drop James off with his parents because he's gonna stay with them a week before we go. So the next time I potentially see James is when we are in Manchester on our way to Australia. But I thought, we're going out for a meal, so I thought, you know what, let's get ready. I can do some glam makeup, pretend it's the engagement kind of makeup, and I'm going to try a couple of new techniques that the gorgeous makeup artist did on me and see if I can do them myself. So if you want to see this kind of frantic get ready with me, stick around. So welcome everyone. I've shoved my hair up because it's half wet. I know the background's not the best it's ever been, but this is a real time get ready with me. So I'm just going to start with some Charlotte Tilbury. This is in my darker shade because I do have tan on. So I'm just going to pop a bit of this on. But let's talk engagement party. I mean, Valentine's Day is coming up. It seems very apparent to talk about. But we had an absolutely amazing weekend. Obviously, it's going to come up for you guys soon. It'll be in a vlog coming to you so soon. I don't think this Sunday, just because it's Valentine's, so I'll probably get like a fun Valentine's haul out. I feel like this will be my 3rd year doing a Valentine's Day dress kind of haul, which is absolutely crazy. Like, we're coming on to 3 years of YouTube now. Like, that's absolutely mad to me. Feels like 2 minutes really. But we had an absolutely lovely weekend. I got my makeup done, so I've only ever had my makeup done once for prom. Babe Pool did my makeup, which you can actually see on this channel, and that's potentially it. And then I got it done in Leeds this weekend for my engagement, and you know what, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great experience. The girl's called Georgia Cuts. She is based in Leeds, but I think she does a little bit of travelling around. Just going in with my Lumi Cosmetics brush, and she was like super friendly. She said she's been doing makeup for 10 years and I absolutely loved it. One thing I especially loved was how she did my lips. She lined them to perfection. Like, I know it's a job, but it was just amazing, so I'm going to try and recreate that. Today I want to go slightly glam. Like, if I'm going to call it engagement get ready, like, it needs to be slightly glam. I mean, we're only going to Pizza Express, but I guess it's never too, you can never be too glam, I feel. Do you know what? We make the rules. I'm still actually living out of my bags, which is from the weekend. So that's how raw and ready we are. What an awful saying, to get ready tonight. But we just had a really lovely weekend. I love the engagement party. So we actually had it at Lost and Found in Leeds. It was super lovely. So in Leeds there's 2 Lost and Found. There's the big one on, I don't know the name of the streets, and then there's another one on Greek Street. One of them's next to Bill's and one of them's on Greek Street. So we had the one on Greek Street. It was just the right size. It's called the Hidden Library for anyone that wants to like check it out or are having a nice event. You can have, I think you can have up to 80 people in there. I think we had about 40 to 45 guests in there in the end, which was about perfect. The only thing about the other, you'll have actually seen the 2 venues, I did put them in a vlog. Yeah, the other one was just a little bit too big. I think if we'd have gone for the other place, it would have been a little bit too big and like there was no atmosphere, whereas this one, it was a bit smaller. I think we had the right amount of guests for what we wanted, like right amount of guests for the venue size. I think any more it would have been a bit too crowded. Like, it looked busy. This is a technique that I saw the lovely girl doing on me. She was popping it on with a brush. So I've just got my Lumi Cosmetics flat brush and I'm just kind of packing this in just straight onto the Charlotte Tilbury, no foundation first. She kind of did this with like a bigger foundation brush, but I'm just going to go with this and give it a go. I'm just trying new crazy things, seeing what we can add to the collection. And she never used a beauty blender either, so I think I'm just going to try using my Lumi Cosmetics brushes to just kind of put everything in. That looks kind of great. So yeah, I think the other venue would have been way too big because it was like high ceilings. It was a room away on its own, whereas this one was like it was like a mezzanine level, so people could like kind of look down into it. The atmosphere from the DJ was already coming through the speakers, so we didn't have to bother with like music and stuff, which was good. So that was really lovely. So that was like a stress that we didn't have to worry about. Food places, let's talk food. So we went to Tattoo, which was stunning. If you've never been, they've got one in Manchester, I think there's one in Birmingham, there's one in Edinburgh, there's one in, I'm not too sure where else, but it's absolutely stunning. My favourite dish to this day is the short rib. I've been 3 times now and that's been my favourite dish. This time we tried the chicken shumai, is it called? Which has been recommended to us, that everyone's like, you need to try the shumai. The only thing about that is it was truffle, and to me, truffle just tastes like mushrooms. So it was nice, don't get me wrong, like the chicken was really lovely and tender, super soft, but it was just a bit too truffly for my liking. Just going in with my Laura Mercier foundation. I love skin. I don't know about you guys, like skin, the way she made my skin look, it was just like super glowy. So I'm just gonna try and do the same, but with less product. I feel like there was a lot of product on my face, which I did like, but you know what I mean, now I'm really into like more natural looking skin. She says throw in foundation on her face. Yeah, so I would 100% recommend anyone to try Tilbury to try Tattoo, because it is just super lovely. Where else did we go? We went to, oh my god, we had a Five Guys hungover, and that was the nicest Five Guys I've ever had. We had it in the hotel room. The burger, me and Jan were just saying, it carries really well. So like, you know how sometimes you order food and it's just like not that nice? This was like really like we've ordered Almost Famous before, but we know that the chips don't carry too well. Like they go quite stale and cold if you get them delivered by Deliveroo or kind of Uber Eats, because they've like travelled and it's cold. It kind of doesn't travel too well, whereas Five Guys, because it's in that tin foil, it's in that like thick tin foil, it just carries so well and is so beautiful. So that we had that in bed and we were like, we just got a burger for lunch, we were just like, so good. I went to Cozy Club twice. I went once and had a ham hock hash for the first time, which was a new experience for me, and that was really lovely. That was the morning of the engagement party, so I didn't eat much that morning because I was just like mega stressed and nervous. Like I wanted to like, there wasn't really much to do, but you know when you just kind of like stressed because it's your event, like you want to make sure everyone's here and having a good time. So like check everyone's in Leeds, it's meant to be in Leeds. Just going to take a tip from Be Pool, which is to just add a little bit of the bronze to the eye. Obviously this is rushed makeup. And then the second time was when I was hungover and I got, now I get the Eggs Benedict, but I don't get it with mushrooms or spinach. I get Eggs Benedict with hollandaise sauce, and then I add beans and avocado, and that is my kind of go-to hungover meal. When I'm hungover, the only thing I want is beans. I just want beans, like they really help with my hangover. Just using the Mama Mitchell blush in shade Cherry Coal, and have a look. I know it looks quite dark, but it comes out really well, I think. And I've actually gone back to putting it like more on the apples of my cheeks. I think that's what this makeup artist did, and they just look like really plump and round. I'm not too sure about placement. I haven't really got that down yet, but kind of happy with it. I'm already feeling the glowy look. I mean, it's not as like thick glam, but I'm only going for a meal at Pizza Express. It's not actually my engagement, so it's fine. And one thing I found is that I feel like I don't put enough powder on. I feel like I'm quite not generous. What's the opposite to generous? I'm quite like reluctant with powder, and she was kind of like really working it into her skin, like she was doing all this, like doing this. I should probably do my lids quite a bit because they do get that crease in them, and she kind of really focused in on them like this. So I'm going to do that as well. And she didn't, from what I could feel, I don't think she actually contoured my nose. Now if you've been here for a long time, you know contouring the nose is a big thing for me, but I've been trying it just to try to like, is it like reverse contour where I'm just kind of like brightening the sides, which kind of does the same thing without having like the big brown lines down the middle, which is kind of fun. So I'm just gonna like start working the powder in. What other food did we have? Also went to Mowgli's. If you've never been to Mowgli's, I think it is it's like a northern brand, because I don't think they have them down south. But if you're ever in, I know there's one in Liverpool, there's two in Liverpool, and there's now one in Leeds. I'm not sure about Manchester, but just have a look online. It's like Indian street food tapas, and it is absolutely stunning. We got one too many dishes. We got the brownie for dessert, which was absolutely gorgeous, and we loved that as well. So that was a really good shout. We've been before in Liverpool with my sister, but we went again and loved it just as much. Just like, I love tapas more than a big meal. Tattoo's the same, we get the small dishes, not a big meal, because we just think like, I get like overfaced with food. It's like a massive plate, it's like, whoa, that's too much. Whereas little plates I can kind of deal with, because you have one flavour, it's nice, you have another flavour, whereas one big meal is just one flavour for 20 minutes, which is just not really my vibe. I'm definitely more of a tapas gal. The next thing she kind of did is, I'm gonna actually spend a little bit of time on my eyebrows. Now I don't really do eyebrows anymore because they're not really in, but she actually kind of like shaped them a bit more than I usually would, and I kind of enjoyed them, like actually having an eyebrow on my face. So I'm just gonna go in with my Lumi Cosmetics angled brush and just like old school Anastasia pomade and just outline the bottom of them, but not to the crazy extent that we used to do it. There we go. So yeah, just a bit more than what I usually do, but it's not the big thick gradient brow that we used to be doing. So it's that nice little in between, to be honest. Makeup artist was like, I love blush. I said, I'm right there with you, baby, because I absolutely love blush. So that's what we're going to go in with next. I'm just going to go for my usual MAC blush, which is called Hypnus, but I think this is like a limited edition one. I'm sure they'll have a colour the same. But yeah, I had a really good night. So Lost and Found on Greek Street Leeds were really helpful. They were super lovely, like really organised. I also had like a little balloon arch as well, which you'll see in an upcoming vlog, or I might add a picture in now. And that was from Occasion, I think it's called Occasion Balloons Leeds, and they were really good as well. Like, I've never even met them people, like they just come in, do it and leave. Like, I didn't even meet them, you just kind of send them the money online. But they did do a really good job, and everyone complimented the balloons and said it looked really good, so that was really nice as well. And it just meant there was no stress of like, right, I need to be there at this time and get this done. So that was good, that there was no kind of like added pressure to go and meet someone and then got to be here at this time. So it took off a lot of stress in the day. But obviously we had like the best time in Leeds as always. I actually bought some jeans, right? Levi's for travels. Basically a lot of people have been like panicking for me, like, Emma, you are taking no clothes travelling. And I thought I'd like I'm not gonna lie, my bag is literally full. Like, I don't think you understand, my bag is full. So I've really tried to like cut down and just get the things that I definitely need. But I didn't actually have any long pants, so I thought, right, why don't I invest in some actually like really nice jeans, like good quality jeans that are gonna like take me through the full travel experience. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself to some Levi's. I thought, why not? And the lady in there was super lovely. She helped me with kind of like the look that I wanted, because basically I tried on some straight legs. I love straight leg jeans and I see a lot of influencers wearing them and I think they look super cool. However, when I tried them on, again, coming in a vlog coming soon to you, when I tried them on, they were really, because my thighs are very thick, they looked like skinny jeans, and that's not really the vibe I'm going for. She said, do you know what? Sorry, I'm just talking as well. She said, do you know what? You should try on some boot cut jeans. And I was like, I wouldn't mind flare, but boot cut and flare is kind of the same thing. And I tried them on and they were much better. So yeah, because I've got like chunky thighs, they went like skinny, whereas the boot cut like nicely gave me a shape. So they were lovely. So I bought them and they actually took them up for me as well, which was really nice. So the smallest leg that they do is 28 length and they were too big. So I ended up, they take them in for you in the shop, they do the alterations for free when you buy the jeans, which is super nice. So she took them up, she was like, oh, I'll just roll them up to where I think they should go. And she rolled them up and I said, oh, how much more are you taking off? She said, oh, I think I'm going to take off another 3 inches. My leg is 25 length. No wonder 3 inches lower than their smallest. No wonder everything I buy never fits. Even the Levi's don't do that size. And I'm going in with my brand new Aurora lashes from Lumi Cosmetics. These are not actually trimmed down, but I think we're just going to throw them on. I love the packaging on these, they're super cute. We've got the lovely lightning bolt right here. So we're just going to throw these on. I'm just getting my lashes together now. I've actually just read the instructions, because normally I just throw on lashes and however long they are is how they go on, but I'm trying to be a bit better than that these days. So I've just trimmed them from the outer corner as suggested on the package. I've just realised we're talking about the engagement, I've not even mentioned Jam once. Like, that's how just like stressful I've just been, like just like razzing on. But James had a really good time. A lot of his friends were there, which was really nice. A lot of them he hasn't seen in a long time, so it was really nice that they all came through and they were all really lovely and it was just a good night. We ended up like dancing away, which was just so fun. And of course it was going to end like that, like it was just so fun. The heels, everyone, I've not even spoke about the heels. Stunning blue heels, literally look like Cinderella princess shoes. However, by the end of the night I could not walk in them. They are the most pins. So they're from Ego Official, so they're kind of like March and March dupes. If you've seen all the influencers wearing them, I did actually look at getting some, but they are £1,000. So I thought, well, I am going to Australia, so probably don't need £1,000 shoes. So I found these, which were actually dupes, and they were about £30, so a fraction of the price. They were the most uncomfy shoes ever. By the end of the night I could not walk, and that's not even an exaggeration. Like, I literally could not walk. I basically had to be like carried into the hotel, but I wasn't even that drunk. Like, I was drunk, but not to the point where I couldn't walk. It was the heels. The next morning I had blisters on my toes, on my pinky toes, on my big toes, on the bottom, and in the morning I genuinely like still couldn't walk. I was like hobbling along. It was horrendous. So I wouldn't recommend them for actually walking around having a boogie in, but for pictures they are stunning. The glitter on them and the matching bag as well, it was just stunning. Let's get some lip liners sharpened. All my lip liners, I've got these peaches one, but they just don't really sharpen too well. So I'm actually going to be a bit bold and go in with the darkest lip liner that I've got. I promise it will not be this dark by the end. Now AQBs, I don't know if you saw me pure panic when I put that darker liner on. I thought, oh bloody hell, I've absolutely done myself in here. But it's actually blended quite well. What do we think, or is it too dark? We'll wait till we've got the lash on and see. I think I've kind of saved it. I do think there was a moment where I thought, oh sugar, I've done these way too dark. She somehow made them look so plump and luscious, and she did say she kind of like overdoes the gloss because it does sink in, and I tell you now, my lips eat gloss as if they're hungry. It's honestly the weirdest thing ever. And we are now on to the final 2 steps. I feel like it's coming together, like it is a lot, but I'm thinking like this is like engagement vibes. And what I like about Aurora is they do kind of look really fluffy and natural, like obviously not natural, but they're just enough for me because I don't like a full lash anymore. I've kind of gone off like massive lashes. But I'm just going to go in with like a fluffy brush. She actually used Doll Beauty highlight, and I know B uses this as well. So I don't know if I'm going to have to invest, and she just kind of popped it right there on my cheek, kind of where the light hits. Like I could do it the full way up, but there's already kind of a bit of a natural highlight there, and she just fluffed it. I mean, this isn't the best I've ever put lashes on. Oh, she also puts them in here, but then also drags it under the eye as well, and it did really open my eye up, so I'm gonna give that a little go. Please do not judge because these lashes are not stuck down properly, but we are in a bit of a rush. But yeah, she fully kind of pushed it out the eyes as well, just to kind of open them. So I'm happy. Can you see that just like right on the cheek there, which I absolutely loved. This is coming together, yay! And then I'm just gonna go in with the exact same brush and just dab a little bit of glitter on my eyes. So because I was wearing like a silvery kind of neutral dress, I think she put like Prin and another one on these. I'm talking about Peach's glitter pigment colours on my eyes, but I'm just gonna go for Wish because I love a bit of a gold. And then I know I shouldn't have done this last, she did do all my eyes first, but I'm just crazy like that, and I'm just gonna actually just dab that all over just to give a little sparkle to the eye. Nothing crazy. And there we go everyone, here is my complete look. Engagement party vibes, full glam. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you have enjoyed. I post new content every single Wednesday and Sunday at 6 PM, so make sure to come along if you want to see some more, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.